Hello, this is RICKY, the Android guy. Hey guys, just wanted to show you a couple of the features on the Note 10.1 since the upgrade to Android 4.1. So as you can see, one thing, it is pretty damn quick. It has gone really quick, so that's one thing I just wanted to point out first, that it moves a lot quicker than it did before. But what else did happen with 4.1? Well, let's go over a couple things. First of all, you can actually see a lot of the changes similar to the Note 2. So the first thing we'll go over is, actually first we'll go over the settings. So if we go into settings, we have to see a couple of things that we didn't before. So for one, Wi-Fi Direct is now up here in the Wi-Fi area. That's important to note because this changes with all 4.1 Samsung devices. So it's just it's important to note that now if you want to go to Wi-Fi Direct, you go up to there. Because it used to be in more settings, but now just the All-Share Cast is the main thing to use there. You do also have blocking mode now. So blocking mode is a really nice feature that basically when you turn on, you can set it to disable notifications from a certain time to a certain time, so that you won't get any notifications from any apps from whichever time to whichever time. So that's really nice, the fact that you can either do it always or just from a certain time. If you're on vacation, it's really comes in handy. With sounds, no, there was nothing. I'm just going to go through each one to make sure that there's no changes. Nope. Storage is also the same. Power saving mode is the same. Power saving mode, if you didn't know, just making sure, one thing I always point out is that it can limit your CPU. It basically downgrades it to a dual core processor, but it extends your battery life about 3 more hours. So that's pretty impressive. Application manager, don't think changed. No. Location servers did not change. Lock screen did change. So lock screen, so a couple of things. One, you have pop-up note on lock screen. So you can have a note pop up over your lock screen with the pen. 2 is your lock screen options. So we now added the information ticker, which allows you to have either your news, stocks, or Facebook update right on the front, so you don't even have to go into your device to take a look at your Facebook now. You have the clock, weather, ripple effect, just like the Note 2 and the S3. You have, of course, these shortcuts, which now you can do 5 before you could do 4. Now you can do 5, so you can have 5 apps that you use a lot and just go right into them. And of course, we also have the wake-up lock screen, which allows you to make make any voice command. So you can say like unlock. You can say open sesame, or like my friend did, you can say YOLO. Whichever one you want, you can do that to unlock your phone. For security purposes, nothing new on that section. Language and keyboard, nothing except, of course, now with 4.1, you actually have a really, really good voice command with Google Now and the far superior just voice to text that Android 4.1 has. You do have the ability, of course, to sync up to Samsung's cloud, which is really nice. What are the sync settings? Well, you can sync up your calendar, your contacts, your interest, and your S Note. So you can sync up all of these things very easily. And basically the really nice part about that is if you sync them all up, when you sign into a new Samsung tablet, all of these will be backed up through Samsung itself. So just another way. Google, of course, backs up their own stuff. Like your contacts and that, but it never hurts to have more than one backup. For accounts, you have all of the same things, so you can have different accounts for anything you want. So that's still available. For motions, there is no new motion. It kept it the same from the first time, which was disappointing. I kind of wanted the swipe one, but they didn't have it. S Pen. S Pen has a couple of new features. The main 2 are with AirView and Quick Commands, which I will show you both in a second as I go over the different S Pen features. Just want to go over any other differences. Accessibility, nope, that's all the same. And developer options, that's the same as well. Alright, and you can see that this version is Android 4.1.2. So that is the latest version, and this is the US model, of course, the N8013. Alright guys, so now what else has changed? Well, first of all, let me show you the S Pen features as I go along, showing you the other features that have changed. So the first thing I like to go over, of course, is the split screen has gotten a heck of a lot better. So if we touch the bottom right here, you can see that there's two options right here. There is dual view and cascade view. So for cascade view is what we had before with these apps. And that is just small versions of the apps. So we can bring this up here. Oops. Sorry, just tap it up there. We can have, you know, our PDF reader up there. We can have our gallery up there. You can have, you know, your files over there. All these different things you can have open, right? And the nice part is you can actually resize these. So you can actually make these, if you go to the corner, wider, longer, anything like that you want, and you can just have it take up more of the screen. You can even pin any of these right here, which if you pin it, what it'll do is it'll actually, as you can see with the Air View, always be on top. So Air View, first of all, can make it so that you can actually see how the app or what things will do. So when I Air View this will always be on top. So no matter if I'm using this one will always be on top because it's pinned. But let's say I wanted to have just these apps open at the same time. Well, what would happen is that I can actually tap right here and go from cascade view to dual view. And dual view is basically a split screen, which is really nice. So I can actually resize one to be bigger than the other. And you can see the kind of nice part is you can customize it to whichever one you want to be bigger. It can be bigger. And then from there you can also just, you know, bring an app up like I was trying to do earlier. And you can just click and drag them over here, which is really nice. You can even, of course, do a little beyond that. So if we do watch a video and do pop-up play, you have the ability to actually have 3 apps open at the same time. So that's pretty nice, just so you have that kind of ability to have different apps open at the same time. And it doesn't really slow down, which is of course another nice feature. So you can be, you know, watching YouTube while like going online and different things such as that. So it's just a really nice feature that has the ability to do that. But yeah, guys, so that is going to be one of the features that I like. Another feature comes from Gallery. So Gallery, you can of course now do what is called Air View. So as soon as you go over the images, you can actually see all of them come up. You can even do a couple of different things in the gallery. So up here at the top, we have timeline view, or 3D timeline view. So you can actually see all the different photos and videos that you have in your market. You can even actually just air preview it as well. If you go right over it, you can air preview it. You can even do a 3D carousel, which is kind of nice. So, and even then, you can go right over it and air preview it. So just a really nice feature that you have that ability to do it. And you can also just cycle through them. And again, this pen is not touching the screen. Also though, when your pen is close enough, it actually disables your hand. So that's another really nice feature. Another nice feature is you can actually create folders now. So if you go to right here, new album, you can actually create a new album, drag your folders in it, take them around, and if you have like 10 or 15, it does a nice spiral effect. Just drop them in. So once you hit save, it'll either move or copy them, whichever you choose. And it's just a really nice feature, really quick way of making new folders. So other than that, on your video, when you're watching a video now too, so if you were just watching like this video with a Galaxy camera or something like that, what we can do is we can actually preview to what scene we want to go to. So that's a really nice feature as well. So these are just some nice features. Another thing you could do is take a screen capture of your video. So right there, now we have that screen capture of the video itself. So these are just some nice, excellent ways of using the new Note 10.1 interface. And of course, last but not least, we do have the home button right up here to Google Now. So we can actually see Google Now in all its glory in our tablet, which is just really nice. I have a really slow internet connection, so it's going to be a little slow right now. But yeah, you have lots of stuff you can do. Alright guys, well, that has been the Note 10.1 update with Android 4.1. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. This has been RICKY, the Android Guy.